welcome back to a new video. I have a stack of movies here. So you guys can probably guess this is a one shelf at a time video. Now this one's a little bit different. This is going to be one shelf at a time organising my movie collection 9.5 because this isn't really quite a shelf that I'm currently working on. So in my room I have a whole bunch of shelves which you probably saw in my, what did I call it? It was like being more cutthroat and I was getting rid of some more and I showed you the shelves. And I actually had in the past cleared two shelves and then I moved some movies from a bigger shelf onto those two shelves, which I did a video about. It was kind of like a Disney edition. And now I have actually cleared a whole other shelf. So that's 3 shelves so far worth of films that I've managed to clear out from doing the one shelf at a time. So that's really fun and great. I have kind of like a big storage box which I keep a lot of films in. So what I thought I would do is I'd grab 26 from the storage box to put on the newly cleared shelf. So this is now, these movies are actually going on shelf 9. So I just thought I'll call it 9.5 because I've called it 11, then I'll get mixed up further along the line with actually shelf 11 and 12, etc. So this is a whole bunch of movies that have been in a storage box, so let's see what we've got. So the first one here is Big Miracle. This has Drew Barrymore in, and I have seen this, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it, and I feel like I really wanted to enjoy it. I still really want to enjoy it, so I probably will try and watch this one again, and hopefully I'll enjoy it a bit more. Hopefully it was just one of those things that I wasn't quite in the right mood for it, or something like that. Also, it looks like it's got, what's her name? I forget her name all the time. Kristen Bell looks like she's on the back of it too, and you guys know I really love her lately because of Veronica Mars. So yeah, looking forward to trying to revisit that one. The next one is The Ring 2 in a very bashed up box. I never really enjoyed this. I watched The Ring when I was younger a bunch of times, like I've seen it loads. This one I didn't quite enjoy as much. I only watched it once and that was that, but I have seen it. The next one on the list is A Walk to Remember. This is a Nicholas Sparks film. I believe it's one of, is it the first one? Or it's one of the earlier ones anyway. And I've only seen this one a couple of times. It's not my favourite one, but I feel like it is a very depressing, I mean all of his films are quite depressing, all of his books to film adaptations. But this one I felt like more so. But I definitely, enjoyed it. I would revisit it. It's just one of the ones I haven't seen as much as some of the others. Okay, next we've got Bring It On. I'm not sure about this one. I obviously pulled these out of the thing and kind of have a little glance over them. I haven't looked into them properly because they haven't kind of been sat on the shelf staring at me. I'm not sure if this is one I would keep hold of or not. I actually always preferred Bring It On All or Nothing than this one, and I don't know why. But I think I do need to revisit this because I watched it when I was younger and I watched Bring It On All or Nothing first, which is kind of like a newer one which I think people don't like as much. I watched that one first and I liked the main girl in it. She was from something else. And then I watched this one and I think I enjoyed it, but I can't really remember, and I know people really love this one, so I think I would need to revisit it as well. The next one is Insomnia. Saw this a while ago. I don't know if it's one I'd see again. It's got Robin Williams and Al Pacino and Hilary Swank as well. And I believe the director of Memento. Yes, is it Christopher Nolan? Let's have a look. Yes, this is directed by Christopher Nolan. I don't know why, like it says here, from the director of Memento, and I know Christopher Nolan directed Memento, but for some reason I was questioning it. I was like, is it? Yeah. You know what? I was going to say I wouldn't really watch this one again, but I really like Hilary Swank, and obviously Christopher Nolan's fantastic. Robin Williams is brilliant. Al Pacino's pretty good. I don't know, but I have seen it. I did enjoy it, but it didn't blow me away at the time, as some of Christopher Nolan's other films have. Next we have The Kid with Bruce Willis. This was only okay, I believe. I don't know. These have been literally away for ages, and pretty much I can guarantee that all these films, when I have seen them, it's been a long time since I've seen them. So yeah, I've seen this. It really isn't too memorable, so I presume it was just okay. Maybe I'd watch it again. I quite like Bruce Willis. Office Space I quite enjoy. It's got Jennifer Aniston in. It's a fun little cute film. It was kind of weird and quirky, I remember that, and it wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be, but I did enjoy it. I definitely would watch this one again. Next we have one that I've seen multiple times, The Breakfast Club. Of course, who doesn't love The Breakfast Club? I've seen this a bunch. I really love this. It's a John Hughes film, and of course it's an 80s classic, so yeah. Next we've got This Is 40. I was pretty disappointed by this when I first watched it. I love Leslie Mann and Paul Rudd, but this just wasn't what I hoped that it would be. I also can see Melissa McCarthy here. I wonder whether it just wasn't funny at the time, or I don't know. I keep like, in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm sure there'll be a bunch of these I can get rid of. Now that I'm here and showing them, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll revisit that. This is what I always do. Next we've got Garfield, the movie. This has Jennifer Love Hewitt in, who I love because I used to be really into the show Ghost Whisperer. I really hope to rewatch that show at some point. She's in this, but overall, bar that, this is just an okay film. Next we have the Bee Movie. I've been really looking forward to revisiting this. The first time I saw it, I only thought it was okay. Since then, I've become more interested in bees, and this is a really cute, interesting concept, and it kind of explains what would happen if we didn't have bees, so I'm hoping that I'll really enjoy it. And of course, it's a DreamWorks one, so I'm hoping to do a review after I watch it, or after I rewatch it, I should say. So far, we've got no, not watched ones, but now we have. This one is The Perfect Catch. I actually believe this is called something else in the US, but I'm not sure what. It's got Drew Barrymore and Jimmy Fallon in. Oh, how weird. And I haven't seen this one, so that'll be going on my not seen list. I really like Drew Barrymore, so hopefully I'll enjoy that one. The next one I also haven't seen, and it is Dustin Checks In. I'm quite looking forward to this. It should be cute and fun. Obviously it's about a chimpanzee in a hotel, maybe. I recognise this little boy as well. I'm not sure what from. But yeah, looking forward to this one. Just a fun little family film. The next one I really enjoyed, and it's Great Expectations. This is obviously the newest adaptation of Great Expectations. I watched the, I don't know what year it came out, the old one, like the black and white one, maybe the first adaptation, I'm not 100% sure, in English class years ago when we studied Great Expectations, and I thought it was okay, but again, it was an English class, so maybe if I would have watched it generally outside, I would have enjoyed it more. But then this one I actually really loved, and I really enjoyed this, so yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Next we have Prisoners. I really enjoyed this. I actually rewatched it this year, I believe in January I think, or December, I can't remember, but I watched it recently and I still thought it was really fantastic. The ending of this one is like, so yeah, I'd recommend Prisoners. Next we have Something Borrowed, which has Kate Hudson, who I really enjoy, and also Snow White from Once Upon a Time. I'd watched this years ago before I'd seen Once Upon a Time, so I'm kind of interested maybe to revisit this one. I'm not sure, I don't think I enjoyed it too much. Again, it might be a bit wedding-y for me. I'm not big on wedding-y films, as we talked about Bride Wars, but I'd probably revisit this one, or at least revisit the trailer to know if it's one that I'd want to watch again. Next we have The Good Girl with Jennifer Aniston and Jake Gyllenhaal. This I never really enjoyed too much. I watched it twice because I wanted to enjoy it more, I don't know. And it was only ever just, I don't know if I was too young to watch it at the time. I was watching it because Jennifer Aniston was in it. And I understand it's not really like her typical other things for this time. So that could have been what it was. I'm not sure, but I don't know if I'd want to revisit it or not. But yeah, let me know if you've seen it. Next is a really interesting film, and that's 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams. This is a very creepy and kind of dark film, and I found it really interesting. Robin Williams was of course fantastic, and I would really recommend looking into this one if you haven't seen it. It's about this man who works, you know, somewhere where they develop the photos, and he becomes quite obsessive and stalkerish, and it's all very weird, but it's really kind of on the edge of your seat interesting. But yeah, I haven't seen it for years, but I did enjoy it. Next we have Herbie Fully Loaded. Haven't seen this one for years. It's a Lindsay Lohan one. It's not one that I watched a bunch when I was younger. I typically watched obviously Parent Trap and some of the ones when she was younger, but I liked Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen and Freaky Friday the most. This one I didn't watch too much, so I don't know what that says. I'm not sure if I would keep it or no. I haven't actually seen the classic Herbie films either, so I don't know. Next we have Source Code. I saw this in the cinema and I enjoyed it. I picked up the DVD and I haven't actually seen it since, so I definitely want to revisit this one. We've obviously got Jake Gyllenhaal here, and I remember it being interesting, but obviously it's been a long time because I saw it in the cinema. When did this come out? I don't know. 2011. So yeah, it's been a while. Next we have, Steel Magnolias. Okay, so my mum really likes this film. I tried to watch this film a few years ago and I really didn't enjoy it, but that isn't to say, I feel like when I'm older I would enjoy it more. I still don't think that I would enjoy it now, so I haven't seen this. It will go in my not watched pile, but I know that I won't be watching it anytime soon, and it is actually technically my mum's film. I've obviously just swept it away, so I will put this back in her collection, and then one day I'll probably watch it, but I wouldn't say I'd be watching it soon. But I also wouldn't really be unhauling it because obviously it's not actually my DVD. So yeah, next we've got Sarah Millican, Chatterbox Live. I've seen this. I've got a couple of her stand-up DVDs and this is just one of them. I like to revisit these stand-up DVDs sometimes. So yeah. Next we have My Best Friend's Wedding, which I love. This is a Julia Roberts film, one of my favourites of hers. I really enjoy this. It's just the perfect kind of cutesy fun film. I really like this one. Next we've got Texas Killing Fields. This is one, who is in this? We've got Sam Worthington. Oh, who is Sam and Dean's dad? Okay. No, not Sam Worthington. Sam Worthington's not Sam and Dean's dad. I got like way late. This guy here is Sam and Dean's dad. Who, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, possibly? Jessica Chastain's in this, and Chloe Grace Moretz. I saw this a while ago and I think I would revisit this one. I think it was pretty good, but I can't remember too much about it. Again, I've seen all these so long ago that I don't know. The next one, oh, the next one's all broken. The next one, She's the Man. I enjoyed this, it was fun. This kind of came out when I was younger and it was one of those films that you'd watch at a sleepover, and this one was actually really enjoyable. I'm not quite sure how it holds up, but you know, I might revisit it. And the next one is actually one of my favourite films. It would be my top 100 favourite films. I'm not sure where it would place, but it is Uptown Girls. I 100% recommend this film. It's got Brittany Murphy and Dakota Fanning and I love it. When I was younger I watched this all the time, like over and over and over and over. Me and my mum used to watch this a lot. I've just seen this so many times and it was absolutely one of my favourite films. So yeah, I love this one and I'll be continuing to revisit it for many years. And it's so sad about Brittany Murphy and that, you know, she died so young. I can't remember how exactly old she was, but she was really young. So that was really sad because she's really fantastic and this is one of my favourite Brittany Murphy films and one of my favourite Dakota Fanning films. I love kid Dakota Fanning, she's fantastic. So yeah, those are all the films on this shelf. So yeah, most of them I've seen because I've owned these films for years and years. Bar Prisoners, I don't know how Prisoners got in there. Prisoners is fairly new compared to the others. I obviously just slipped it in the box at one point after finishing watching it when I watched it a few months ago. But yeah, there's only 3 to watch, so that's not too bad. One I know I won't be rewatching, and then these 2 I'm kind of looking forward to. They're both chilled out watches. Yeah, I'll see what I think of those, and then obviously I'll organise the rest of these to what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep, and I will do an updated what got watched with this shelf as well. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like the idea of me filling in the shelves as we go. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!